All right, so today I am here with another question from our Q&A board, and this question comes from a fellow IBO client, and the question is very simple, and I'm going to give you a simple answer too. The question: why are you so strongly against using job boards to get agents? What's the big deal with that? I'll give you my answer in a few minutes.
I will not be returning to anyone's office now that I have found Straight Road Virtual Solutions. They have connected me with so many clients that we all know and love, and I make really good money and I can work from the comfort of my own home. It is truly phenomenal. I used to get jealous in the past when my friends and family could pick up and go on a trip and I was stuck at work in an office at a desk because I didn't have the vacation time. Now that is not an issue. I can work, cover my expenses, and still take the trip. Best part is I make my own schedule. I am my own boss, so no more asking for time off and not getting it. I do what I want when I work. I can work my hours and still have the time to take my trips. It's absolutely amazing. And so, if I'm being honest, it will be a blizzard in the Sahara Desert before I go back to anyone's office. So thank you so much, Straight Road Virtual Solutions.
All right, so like I said, simple question that we're going to give a simple answer to. So the question again was, why are you so strongly against using job boards to get agents? What's the big deal with that? Well, if you watch my video 10 reasons IBOs fail, you will see that the promotion of your business to job seekers is a problem to me. The reason it's a problem is because what you're offering is not employment. You're offering a business opportunity. In order to ensure that you're recruiting the right people, you should never offer the opportunity to someone that is clearly looking for something different than what you're offering. And I always say, if you find somebody that's looking for extra work, a side hustle, or something like that, those are great people to look at recruiting. But someone that is in need of employment, I'm not making this offer to them unless they inquire with me about it. They'll know that I have the opportunity, but I'm not going to specifically go out looking for them specifically because it will be a waste of time to do that. Arise itself has even come under fire because of this bad business practice among the IBOs. Individuals that are looking for employment are expecting the laws governing employee-employer relationships to be implemented. That includes rules about minimum wage, benefit requirements, if any, as well as overtime compensation that's required by the Fair Labor Standards Act. But that is not a part of contract work, and seeking out individuals who are looking for employment will set you on a path to disappointment along with a negative reputation simply because you deliberately targeted the wrong people. There are a lot of people who view Arise as a terrible company and will warn you to stay clear of Arise, and in essence their feelings about Arise is not developed as a result of anything that Arise did, but those cases were directly related to the poor business practices of the IBOs who did not maintain a level of integrity to run a successful business. And I'm going to tell you, as I tell everyone, the key principal message from me is to be transparent, consistent, and honest. And this is going to lead to your success. And anything outside of that is going to detour you from meeting the goal. As a matter of fact, I had a very interesting experience just a few weeks ago. I had an agent who signed up to work with us, and she was completing the registration process with Arise. And she had set herself up under the wrong setting. She placed herself as a sole proprietor. And so I was working with her to get the profile set up correct. And, when you go into Arise to register, that confuses a lot of people, which is why I tell my prospects, register when you schedule the registration session with us, and we will walk you through the registration process with Arise versus you going in and doing it and making this kind of mistake. And what happened was she looked at sole proprietor for the term that it means, and she thought that's the category she should choose, and so she did. So we're working with her, having her share her screen so we can go through chat support to get the issue resolved or get it corrected. And when she told Arise that she was going to join Straight Road Virtual Solutions as an agent rather than remaining a sole proprietor under the Arise network, Arise responded back, encouraging her to keep her sole proprietor status because she wouldn't have access to the information concerning pay, and she would not be paid directly from Arise any longer. And I'm watching their response to her because she's sharing her screen with me, and I told her that everything the Arise agent stated to her was absolutely correct. They warned her of all of the changes that were soon to occur if she chose to switch her status from a sole proprietor to an agent working under another company. And I was curious, now that you know all of this, would you still like to join our company, or would you like to keep the sole proprietor status? And she said straight up to Arise, as well as in her response to me, I want to still do this because the support that you offer is amazing. I want to keep everything going. You're very clear about everything that you're telling me. I know exactly what the rates of pay is going to be and what I'm going to pay to you for providing the support to me. So I'm good. I'm going to make the switch. And I said, okay. I had no argument there with that. But why would an agent want to switch from being paid directly from Arise and knowing exactly what's going to be paid to them to switch to an IBO that may or may not offer that? Well, the reason why people want to switch to this with me is because I am very transparent about everything. If you watch my story, the horrible start I had with Arise, you'll know the reason I became an IBO in the first place, and the reason I was disgruntled with the IBO I was working for in the first place. Because the key thing to remember is, was she wrong in what she was doing when she was taking 50% of my pay from my pay when I was working for her? Was that wrong? That's an ethical question. That's a level that's not based on right or wrong legally. Legally, she was okay to do that because she had the right to do it because it was her company. But the fact that she wasn't transparent about the fact that she was doing that is what made me disgruntled to work with her. So transparency is important. And agents will talk to amongst each other, whether it's in forums, whether it's on Facebook, Twitter, wherever you seem to socialize on the computer. People are talking. And as a result of what they say, they may learn something that is not positive to them that you kept from them when they should have known. So the things that Arise was telling her about what her experience would be like joining my company versus being a sole proprietor was 100% correct. And I backed them up on that, telling her, yes, you are now moving from a position where Arise tells you everything to a position where Arise tells the IBO, and the IBO gets to select whether they're going to share it with you or not. That's the difference. That's the difference. So it's a negative for agents who work for some IBOs, but in her case, working with me is a positive because I share everything with them anyway. We only lie, cheat, and steal for one of two reasons. For one of two reasons. Either you're trying to gain something that you did not earn, or you're trying to avoid losing something that you know is not yours. So if you're in business, start honoring the basic principles of honesty and integrity. and the rest will fall right into place. Good luck to all of you. Take care.